Hello everybody, welcome back to more Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. In the last episode, we finished off Part 2 Endgame, Lencia's Gambit. Now, we're going to be moving on to Part 3 of the game, which is really the thick of the game, of intersecting vows. I love this part so much, it just has so many things I love in a video game, all in this...
3 years ago, Crimea freed itself from Daean tyranny. Its nobles used that freedom to berate the queen and scrabble for power. Disgusted with their greed and arrogance, Ike and the Greil Mercenaries left the court behind and returned to work. Thanks to their efforts and to Queen Elincia's even-handed rule, Crimea has avoided a bloody civil war. Before departing the capital once again, Ike receives disquieting news from Queen Elincia. The Black Knight, the man who murdered Ike's father, has once again been seen in Daean. The Queen's words hang heavy over Ike as he leads the mercenary group back to their headquarters.
Yeah, look at that. Greil Mercenaries retreat. Wow, how long has it been since we were here? Sure feels great to be home. Yeah, we've been away for too long. Dealing with Crimean nobles always seems to take longer than it should. At least now we can finally get some rest. Still, it was nice to be needed, don't you think? Especially for a band of mercenaries as poor as we are. You know, Ike, if you hadn't renounced your lordship, we wouldn't have to run around like this to support ourselves. Missed, I know, I'm just teasing you, silly. Besides, I'd rather spend my time helping people. Who wants to look like some overstuffed noble anyway? Definitely not me. We have Father's legacy to look after as well, the Greil Mercenaries. Ike, a visitor to see you. A visitor? Who is it? Long time no see, Ike. I've been looking all over Crimea for you. You're never home. Ranulf, how are you, my old friend? How's everyone in Gallia? Is Kanigas well? Everyone's doing great. We Laguz don't take ill too easily, so it's hard not to be well. Seeing you again brings back memories. We wouldn't have won the war if not for Gallia's aid, and yours especially. Well, same goes for you. Who knows where Gallia would be if not for Ike and the Greil Mercenaries. Speaking of old friends, I saw Princess Leanne in the Crimean royal court. Apparently she'd been looking for me too. She said, "Please save my brothers." Do you know what she's talking about? So she's heard. Let me get straight to the point, Ike. I have some bad news. War has come up to us once again. What? The Laguz Alliance, which is made up of Gallia, Fionasis, and Kael'vas, is setting out against Bengion. A situation that escalated very quickly. Escalated seems a bit soft. I know there are big problems between Laguz and Bengion, but I thought things were getting better. Raphael, the eldest son of the Herons, brought back some disturbing news from Daean. He learned that Bengion senators ordered the Herons' extermination. This spurred Laguz to strike against Bengion. That's why I came to look for you, Ike. We need your help.
Raphael, eldest prince of the Heron clan, returns in the company of the Wolf Queen, Nyla, and the mage, Tormod, to tell a dire tale. The shocking story he relates ignites a terrible fury in the hearts of the Laguz. The assassination of the previous Bengion apostle sparked the massacre of the Heron clan, as well as the burning of their home, the Serenus forest. That murder and the resulting catastrophes were long thought to be the work of Daean's former ruler, the Mad King Ashnard. Now, however, Prince Raphael, a survivor of the massacre, reveals that those directly responsible were none other than the Senators of Bengion. Upon hearing this tale, the Hawk King Tibarn is consumed with an unspeakable rage. He shares this information with the Raven King Nisala and the Beast King Kanigas, and they form a Laguz Alliance. Together with the Heron royal family, they send messengers to the leadership of Bengion, demanding an explanation from the senators. Bengion rebuffs their requests, however, denying any wrongdoing and refusing to investigate Raphael's claims, as if to emphasize their decision to silence the Laguz inquiries. The Empire goes so far as to murder an Alliance messenger. This callous act of arrogant defiance pushes the Alliance into declaring war upon the Bengion Empire. Gallia's sub-commander Ranulf considers the merits of attempting to simply overpower Bengion. He recognizes, however, that pitting brute force against Bengion's magic and tactical prowess will result in massive Alliance casualties. He decides to enlist the strength and knowledge of his old wartime ally, Ike, and the Greil Mercenaries. Ike is an acquaintance of Bengion's apostle, however, and is at first reluctant to become involved in the conflict. Yet, when he considers the Senator's cold-blooded murder of the Alliance messenger, he can feel the anger that burns in the Laguz's hearts. Determined to force the Senators to answer for their crimes, he agrees to help the Laguz Alliance.
Prologue, The Great Advance. Flageray is close now. It's a fortress city near the Bengion border. We'll storm the city at night and hit him fast enough that the troops inside the fortress won't have time to take their positions. Yes, finally a chance to rend my foes. But I would rather have a head-on fight. Why do we have to wait until nightfall like a pack of cowards? What's our role in this? I want the Greil Mercenaries to act as a guerrilla force, take out their fire mages and ballista. They're really bad news for us Laguz. Bah! Enough talking. To the battlefield to taste my enemy's fear. No more waiting. No, Skrymir. This isn't the kind of fight where a general takes the field. You stay behind. Are you insane? Oh, I'll fight. A general of Gallia does not hide behind his men. Leave this tactics garbage to the Bjork. We only need our claws and teeth. I call an end to this meeting. Time to kill. Wait, Skrymir. Blast. Are you okay? Yeah, that thick-headed fool. This will be your first major battle. Hopefully he won't get his teeth kicked out. How about you, Ike? Are you sure about this? Sure about what? Well, you know, you're Bjork, I'm Laguz. Sure you want to take our side? The Laguz Alliance is in the right, Ranulf. The Senate is actively ignoring you, and worse, they're murdering your messengers. Why shouldn't we help you get the Senate's attention? I'm sure my people will understand. Besides, I never abandon a friend in need because he fights for his friends. Thanks, Ike. Oh, we actually get the base menu right away. Oh, we have some info conversations. Are you alright? You look distracted. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about me. Ranulf, you know you can talk to me. It's just, I feel bad about this whole thing, you know? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. I've pulled you, Bjork, into Laguz affairs. It's not exactly your problem, you know? Listen, you offered me a job and I decided to take the contract. It's as simple as that. I told the others they could leave if they didn't want to work with Laguz, but everybody decided they'd rather stay. Don't worry about it, Ranulf. What about the Black Knight? Are you going to abandon your search? Yeah, at least for now. I figure if he's still alive, our paths will cross again. There's no rush. Yeah, I guess you're right. No point in dwelling on things I can't change, right? Thanks, Ike. Hey, no problem. Anything to keep you moping around like a sullen kid. Fair enough. Besides, I've had this nagging headache ever since I left Gallia with that hot-headed lion. Do you mean General Skrymir? That's the one. Skrymir is King Kanigas' nephew, and he's on track to become the next king of Gallia. Ooh. He's the successor to Kanigas? He must be an absolute terror in battle. Absolutely. He's so powerful, and I think he's going to get himself into trouble. And he's the reason for my headache. You need a sympathetic ear about that, too? Thanks, Ike. But I'll tell you about it some other time. Let's eat and catch some shut-eye before we set off for the battle tonight. Alright. See you at dinner. Hey, Ranulf. Yeah? You can come up to talk to me anytime you want. Don't think you're all alone in this. What are you, an inquisitor? A guy's got to do something between battles. Talk to you later. to be honest, I didn't want you coming along on this mission. Really? Well, it's not like you would have stopped me even if you wanted to. Ranulf was my friend too, you know. Come on, Mist, Ike, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake I made with Dad. I don't want you to die while I'm somewhere else. It was horrible. It ate me from the inside. I'm never going through something like that ever again. Mist. Everyone in the Greil Mercenaries is part of a family. We all follow the commander, no matter what. We'll live together, fight together, and die together. Right, Ike? Alright, but promise me this. When you're out on the battlefield, stay where I can see you. It'll put my mind at ease. I promise, Ike. Little brother and sister bonding right there. Ah, Ike, Bjork Hero, how are you? Pretty good. Gifka and Ranulf told me about you. You are a skilled warrior, right? Well, I don't think I'm a pushover, I'll say that much. Don't be humble, my uncle, my king, also told me about you. Observe Ike and learn his skills, then you should become even stronger. King Kanigas said that. He did. I am eager to watch you in battle. You can learn from me as well. I intend to. Lion is the strongest of the Beast tribe, and I have been trained to fight by the king himself. I was going to fight in the Mad King's War, but my uncle forbade it. He said I still had much to learn. But now my time has come, and you will see the true might of the Beast. Alright. So, what do you think? Ah, these are all favorite foods of the Beast tribe. They will be happy. Oscar, you're a chef? That's right. Ha! Great! I can't wait to see the looks of on their faces when they learn that a Bjork made all this delicious food. Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. But it's true. What are you doing all this, Oscar? You should start teaching classes. Yes, your food very good. So good it will be eaten very quickly. Really? Do you think I should make more? Us beasts have a healthy appetite, of course. On top of that, we have General Skrimier and Ike. Yeah, I'd be surprised if what's left here lasted those two, much less a whole pack of Laguz. You're exaggerating. Ike is a Bjork. He couldn't possibly eat as much as someone from the Beast tribe. Well, maybe he would. Actually, he most definitely would. Yeah, especially the ribs and steaks. Mordecai, shall we go hunt for more game? Right. There are probably not enough herbs to flavor everything. I'll go get more. My, we might need to harvest an entire mountain. Oh, I love the Greil Mercenaries. Speaking of, we have a ton of new units. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11. I was miscounting. Alright, let's start off with Ike. Actually, hold on. Before I get into something, as you can see, Ike's skill is really high. If you transferred your Path of Radiance data into your Radiant Dawn playthrough, most likely the Greil Mercenaries are going to receive a very, very nice stat boost. So, let's start with Ike. He is a level 11 hero, and because I've imported the Path of Radiance playthrough that Let's Play, he comes in with almost max strength, almost max HP, max skill, 25 speed, 14 luck, 21 defense, and 7 resistance. Ike is an incredible unit in this game. He being one of the two main characters. He is the physical one, while Makai is the magical one. Ike is incredible. He has really high base stats. He has really good growths. They're a little lower than Path of Radiance, but he's still very nice. Ike's only issue in this game is he takes the bow to magical attacks. So that's really his only issue. Other than that, Ike is incredible. He's got S-Rank and Sword. He doesn't have any special skills, but he has a bond with 3 other people. Next is Titania, Axe Paladin, second in command of the Greil Mercenaries. She comes with a skill counter, which has a chance of having the enemy receive half the damage dealt to her. It's an alright skill, I guess. Titania, she's level 16. She has really high base stats. I wouldn't say... She's close to maxing out a few stats, too, already. I wouldn't recommend putting too much experience on her yet, because she's almost level 20. But I think Titania is a very valid unit to be using if you so wish to. And when she promotes, she will get a sword, so she'll have axes and swords, and she's a horseback unit, which is very nice. Next we have Soren, often classed as being the best mage in this game, which I can see why. Soren comes with a skill Adept, which allows him 2 consecutive attacks, so if he can double attack, he could potentially get 4 attacks at most. He's a Wind Sage. His magic growth is really high, as is his resistance, but his defense, strength, speed, and HP are actually subpar in growth. But Soren is a very, very valid unit to use. I like him a lot, but not as much as Ileana, because Ileana just has a special place in my heart. And next we have Mist. She is a level 1 Cleric. Mist, she has really low stats. She comes with the skill Miracle, which can reduce any lethal blow to half damage. Meaning I believe she can survive a hit at 1 HP. I don't know if it's... I think that's basically what it's saying. Mist, she does have really low base stats. She's hard to use, but she comes with the Floret. This is a blade that only she can use. It attacks 2 squares away, and it's actually stronger than the Silver Sword, but because of Mist's low strength, it's not going to be doing that much damage. She also wields staffs, which is very nice, so she's another healer for you to have. When Mist promotes, she grows a horse, so that's always nice. Next we have Rolf, a level 1 sniper. He doesn't have anything special going on for him, and I'm going to compare... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, I'm going to compare him to Shinon, who is a level 13 sniper. Obviously, Shinon looks a lot better than Rolf does, but don't let that be the prime decision in choosing your archer. Because yes, Shinon is one of the highest level promoted units we have on the Greil Mercenaries thus far, but... I mean, he's also a very good unit, don't get me wrong. Just don't let that decide... If you decide to train Rolf over Shinon, that's understandable, because Rolf can turn out just as good as Shinon, if not better. It's just Shinon starts off really, really good, and he has really, really good growths. He comes with the skill Provoke, which makes enemies attack him over other units, and he does have pretty high Avoid, too. So that's a thing. Moving on to Boyd. Boyd is a hot piece of trash. He's between him and Nolan, he will max out strength, skill, and defense more often than not. He's slow, he has a lot of HP. Actually, no, he doesn't max out defense, my bad. Probably, it's just strength and HP. Boyd is slow, he does a lot of damage, he doesn't double often, his defenses are very subpar, so he will be taking a lot of damage as a result from his high HP. I used Boyd once, his resistance is really low, so he doesn't really do too well against magic, unlike Nolan, who has higher resistance than he does. I don't like Boyd all that much. He's just, he's not a good unit. Well, he's a good unit, but he's not... Okay, here's how I should put it. In the grand scheme of things, Nolan and Boyd together, the fighter class, aren't good units, but Nolan is a good unit. He's a better unit compared to Boyd, is what I'm trying to say. Next, we have Oscar. He is a level 12 Lance Paladin. He comes with this short spear and steel lance. He doesn't have any special skills except Canto. Oscar will likely cap speed, skill, and resistance compared to Kieran, since they are the opposite of the red-green trio that the Fire Emblem... Not trio, duo that Fire Emblem has been doing. When Oscar promotes, he'll be able to use bows and arrows, or bows, and you can give Boyd a crossbow, and together with Rolf, they can do the triangle attack, which is the one, if you place them in a triangle position, and the one who attacks will always have a critical hit. It's very nice. And next we have Godfrey, a level 10 Lance General. Godfrey is just as awesome as he was in Path of Radiance. He is a great physical wall. Resistance isn't his strong point, but he also has high speed for a general. So he will be doing double attacks more often than not, and killing things while tanking physical hits. Godfrey is a very viable unit, and don't be afraid to use him as a wall, because he can take it. Next, we have Riss. He is a level 3 Bishop, and I'm going to be comparing his stats to Laura's later, because I'm pretty sure Laura looks a little better than he does at level 6. But Riss is a healer. Don't put him in the front lines, because he will die easy. He comes with light, sea-level light magic, mend, heal, and a concoction. Riss is an alright unit. His defense is really frail out of all of the Bishop classes, so if he gets attacked by anything physical, there's a chance he will die, especially coupled with that low HP. And last but not least, we have Mia, level 7 Sword Master. I don't think I need to... I love Mia. She is one of my favorite units in this game. I actually have a story to tell, which I'll be getting onto in the next part, about why I love Mia so much. But, Mia, she comes with the skill of Vantage. Vantage, even though Vantage got nerfed in this game, it doesn't rely on speed. Sometimes she will attack first, even when the enemy initiates combat. She comes with a Wo Dao and a steel sword. Mia's weakness is her strength is a little shaky at growth, although she does gain good skill, speed, and I'd say good skill, speed, and defense, I would say. Her defense is a little frail, so she's not meant for taking too many hits. But she will likely cap her speed before anything else. I can't tell what the number's capped to. I want to say it's 30, maybe 32. Other than that, Mia's a very good sword unit. I'd say one of the best in the game. She's just frail. Her strength is a little shaky and growing, but that can be fixed easily with an energy drop or something. Greil Mercenaries are all great units, but now that I've spent time going over them, in the next part, we're going to actually be getting into the map. Oh, and you can't support anybody yet. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I've gone over anything. Oh yeah, and it didn't show it when you had Ileana's profile, because I guess they didn't want to spoil anything, but since me and Ileana have an A support in Path of Radiance in my playthrough, or that Let's Play, Ileana and Mia have a bond, meaning they will get bonuses whenever we see them together again. But alright, that's enough about that. I will see you when we get started in the map in the next part.